how to create multi-dimensional array and also how to print them on the screen. Now let's look at an example of multi-dimensional array. So usually you know that if you have an array, it comes with a name. Here I'm going to create an integer Sally, and one-dimensional array is just with one square bracket, but if it's multi-dimensional, it's two square bracket. And I think you can do as many as you want, but 2 is the one is required in this level. So 2 is basically acts like a column and a row. If you're familiar with any table, you know column and a row, and if you are familiar with math, you can also think like coordinates, x coordinates and y coordinates. Now let's put some variable. Let's say the first array has 2 elements, and let's say the second array has 3 elements, and then what we are going to do is we are going to assign some values for the elements. So let's put the curly bracket, and the first for the first array I'm going to put like 2 3 4, and for the second array I'm going to put like 5 6. Okay, so now we have 2 array with the elements. I'm closing this curly bracket, then a semicolon, and after that we can print it out. Like here we are going to print it out, I put a cout statement, and then name of the array, I put the name as Sally, and here I put 2 square bracket, and when you run the code, like you had to just put the index number of the values. Like for example, if I put 0 and 2 and run this one, let's build and run, and here I'm getting 4. So how does this happen? Like it's coming from you can see it's coming from the first array 4. How is it happening? Now let's look at in a visual representation. So I'm going to put it as a comment. Comment mean this one doesn't affect the code. If you put 2 /, it doesn't affect the code. So I'm going to put like comment. So here you can think these 2 arrays like a table. So I put like 2 3 4 in the x-axis, and another 8, not 8 9, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put like I'm gonna create three-dimensional array, so that way you can see it very clearly. So I'm gonna create 3-dimensional array for both of them. Actually 3-element array, the arrays with 3 elements. So first array has 3 elements, and the second array also has 3 elements. Let's put 5 6 8, and here I have 2 3 4, and then I'm gonna put 5 6 8, 5 6 and then 8. Okay, now we have like 6 elements here. If I put 0 2, let's see what's printing out. So I go ahead and build and run, and here it's printing the 4. Why it's happening? So we have 0 2, right? So let's look at the logic here. So 0 is basically the x-axis, and then 0 is actually y-axis, and then we have the x-axis, that's like 2 3 4, that is starting from, like if you remember the index start from 0. So the 2 is in the 0th place, 3 is in the first place, and the 4 is in the second place. That's why this 2 is printing out this 4. So by putting out different values, you can actually pick up the pattern. So if I put 0 0 0, which one should appear? You can see 2 should appear, right? Because that's the first one, and that's in the first place. So 0 in the x-axis and 0 in the y-axis. So if I go build and run, you will see we are getting the 2. So if you are confused about the axis and how is it happening, you can try different numbers, like make sure it's between 0 to 2, because we have only 3 variables, so it start from 0, 1, 2. Those are the only things that's going to come. So you can play around, like you can change this one to 1, 0, then 2, 0, then you can put it like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. So if you play around with this one, you can understand the positioning, like how is the positioning happening and which value is in the which position. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys on my next video.